Hey YouTube. So I wanted to give you an update on everything that is happening. I was doing, like 2 weeks out, 1 week out from my show. So I did do a show in October, I believe the second week of October. Like, honestly, that week was so hectic. It got canceled on Monday and then they found another venue. Like, I don't know, the Tuesday or Wednesday before the show. And so I basically did a peak week in like 3 days. So I peaked for that show. I didn't peak the way I wanted to. Found my lower body was really, really inflamed. It wasn't really showing the details in my legs. So I placed third at that show. So I still got a top three placing. So it means I could do the qualifier for nationals or whatever. I could do the nationals either this year or I can wait till next year. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I've been dieting all year. I'm just going to, just start reversing. So I started reversing, and about a week after into the reverse, I was just really doing well with it and handling the food, and my body was just responding. I was looking so good. I was looking way tighter, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do the national show this year. So I waited until like a week out to get my tan and everything, just because I wasn't sure about with COVID happening if I was actually going to be able to do the national show. It literally got canceled one day out. They changed the location and the venue like 3 times. It was crazy. I'm like, this show isn't happening. The tanning company didn't refund my money. Oh well, they said I can use it for next year. I don't even know if I'll compete next year. I probably will, but yeah, it was pretty hectic. And then there is one more show that I could do. It's Olympia Amateur. And honestly, I think I look really good right now. And I would love to step on that stage and go to the States, go to Florida. I think that'd be so much fun. But if I do that, that means that I have to quarantine over the holidays when I get back to Canada. And I'm sorry, I want to spend Christmas with my family. Like, I love bodybuilding, don't get me wrong. Like, it is my passion. It's, what gets me going, and it's what motivates me most days, especially to work out, and just stay with this lifestyle because I freaking love it. But at the same time, I do value family time and spending time with my boyfriend and his family. And I just feel like this whole year has really taught me just about how your life can change in an instant and nothing is guaranteed. So I want to make sure that I can have these lasting moments with my family. It sounds like I'm going to die, but I'm not. I promise you guys, I am well. But yeah, I think like sometimes, it's really good to have a hobby and, a passion, something that you really truly love, like bodybuilding. But you also need other things that kind of fill up your cup too. And, maybe before a couple of years ago, it was just bodybuilding, bodybuilding, bodybuilding. When I stopped competing, I was so lost. I was so lost in my own identity. So, I made it a real thing to just make sure that I have other things that keep me motivated, other things that, drive me and make me want to wake up and get the day started. I've never really been a big reader. I actually, English is just, my English is just not good. Just right there. Like grammar, I can't spell. I can't say certain words. That's just not how my brain works. Sometimes I fumble. I'm very nervous when I'm talking. My brain works in different ways. I think just maybe, I don't know. I just, language in general, I just find it hard. I find I can express myself in other ways a little bit better. Yeah, that was a tangent. Just basically talking about how I'm terrible at English. And that's just not my creativeness. But I've really picked up reading more this year, and I've read some really good books. And I've really, wanted to be an amazing coach. And that is kind of why I've tried to continue my education even after being done holistic nutrition. So I just graduated like 2 weeks ago for holistic nutrition. 2 weeks ago was my graduation. So I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, which is super exciting. But yeah, I just feel like the education shouldn't stop learning. And I've realized that I really value that. And I truly love school. And I just want to keep going. I want to keep taking courses. I want to keep reading as many books as I can, keep with the research. And I just think that I need to, start doing things that make me super uncomfortable and I'm not confident with, and trying out new avenues and, going onto YouTube and talking and trying to create a platform, and trying to do a podcast as well. That's something I've been struggling with, trying to, start up a podcast. I was doing one with my boss in my work. It was Goal Crusher Radio. I had a lot of fun. But now he wants me to, I want to do this for myself too, wants me to brand like my own content and make my own podcast. So I tried to do that on here. I did try to put up an episode, but like, I don't know. I just can't figure out a good enough name, and it's bothering me. And it's like, I guess I just want it to be really good. I want to start something that's really good, and I want to put a lot of effort, and I want it to be thought out, and I want it to be good content for everyone. So I'm really trying to, it's more of a slower process now. I think before when I did it, it was just like, okay, get the mic, get some guests on, just talk whatever you want to talk about and just let it flow, which is awesome. And I think that's really great, but I want my content to be more structured and more clear. So I can have more avenues like, Instagram or, like YouTube, where I'm kind of just talking and chatting and just being a little bit more free. Whereas with this podcast that I want to do, like, yeah, I'll have guests and stuff, and I'm obviously not going to have them scripted, but I would like it to be more of a structure and kind of make sure that I'm getting the content that I want out and not really leaving anything behind. Because I feel like that's what a podcast is really good for, just talking for long periods of time. Like, I've been talking for almost 8 minutes. That's crazy. Anyways, I just wanted to do an update, a little short video, tell you what's up. I'm in off season. I'm freaking excited. The holidays are coming, and I'm just hoping it will be a good Christmas and a good New Year, and I hope things kind of go back to normal next year. Fingers crossed. I am needing a vacation. I don't know about you guys, but I need one. Thanks for listening to the rambles. Yeah.